Thanks for all your feedback, guys. Yeah, it's still pretty new at live streaming, but yeah, I'm learning. The important thing is the trading, right? And so far, that's also not been going very well. I'm sure all of y'all have been following my progress so far, my daily recaps, and I'm going through an insane downswing right now. It's rough. Like, my confidence is definitely taking a hit. It just seems like I've been used for liquidity for the past 2 weeks. You know, it is what it is, right? If I see a good setup, I have to take it. My stop is usually set at pivot points. Liquidity pools are also there, and so sometimes, yeah, my liquidity gets grabbed before the final move. That's just how trading is. Have to just shake it off and keep taking trades as I see them. I am kind of tweaking my setup based on price action now. So if the market is strongly trending, I will continue to use my second entry, failed second entry setups. But when the market is more ranging and consolidating, I actually have a new setup that I've been kind of testing, and I've been having pretty good success when I backtest it. So yeah, we'll see if I have to pull that out today. Okay, so we're kind of dumping right now before market open. So this is the first entry long. Given how bullish pre-market was, I'm actually kind of inclined to take a second entry long. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Order submitted.
I'm looking for a long scalp right now. Here's a first entry long, second entry long. I want to fade this counter trend breakout. My profit target is below the most recent pivot high, and so I feel like there's a decent chance of it getting there, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So each time a new bar forms, I'm going to move my entry above the new bar that forms and adjust my profit target and stop loss levels accordingly. This is pretty dumpy. Actually,
Order canceled.
There was kind of like a mini second entry long here. Instantly got flushed right back down, and so I don't think I should be bullish right now. So this might be a retracement area, kind of giving a little bounce at the EMA. So now it's kind of like, okay, did we just retrace back to these retracement levels and we're gonna resume upwards? Or is this a downtrend now and I should be fading this counter trend breakout and try a short scalp? If we break above the EMA, I think I would try a long. If the EMA seems to act as resistance, I think I would try a short. Looks like we are breaking above the EMA. Okay, so right now we have a first entry short. If we can get a second entry short, I think I would scalp long. All right, I'm going to buy this.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
All right, we're in. All right, first trade of the second live stream. Basically, this was a second entry short failure. First entry short, second entry short failure. We're above the EMA. It looks like we maybe bounced off this Fibonacci retracement level. I have my stop set below this most recent pivot low, 16 ticks. I think this is a decent setup, so we'll see what happens. So far, it's not looking good, but yeah, my strategy is to stay in the trade and let it fully play out no matter what. Kind of view it as being in a roller coaster. Once the restraints are on, you have no choice but to ride it out. Bounces are
Order filled.
So first trade was a loss. Look at that, top tick entry, flush straight down. I mean, this is just how my trading has been going the past few weeks. All right, so one of my PAs actually got blown. The one that I highlighted, yeah, that one fell below the liquidation threshold. So take that one off the copier. Rest in peace. It sucks to take a loss on my first trade, but you know, some of my biggest green days have started with a loss, and so, you know, not losing hope yet. Ben, yeah, that's a good point. I keep the EMA because, like last month, the EMA was a very good indicator, and I took a lot of trades based on how price reacted to the EMA, and it worked well, you know. But just this month, it's been faking me out, and so because the EMA had helped me a lot in the past, that's why I still keep it on my charts. And also, a lot of people who trade PATs, you know, the price action trading system, they do use this 21 EMA. I guess I don't trade PATs very strictly. And so, yeah, that's something that I have considered, is if I even need the 21 EMA anymore, if it's making me make the wrong decision. I do have rules, and I think the more I stick to my rules, just, you know, the less tilted I'll get if I lose a trade. I think the most tilting thing is you break your rules and you lose a trade. Then you kind of just blame yourself for breaking your rules. You go on tilt, and that feels bad all around. Okay, well, it looks like we got some movement now. We are breaking out of this bearish channel. Zooming out, it does look like there probably could be some support here. This is also kind of right where we ended during yesterday's trading session. First entry short, if If I can get a second entry short, I will take it. So it looks like it is setting up.
Order submitted.
Something like this.
Order filled.
All right, second trade today. Let's see what happens. Basically playing a second entry short. Again, it seems like it bounced off the EMA, but maybe got faked out. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, it's not looking good so far, but yeah, just gotta see what happens. Strapped into the roller coaster. Can't get off until either my stop loss gets hit or my take profit gets hit. Yeah, Ben, waiting is torture. Sometimes I'll actually, when I enter a trade, I'll just leave. I'll leave the computer. I'll like go to the bathroom or I'll do some day job work. Yeah, watching ticks on a chart is, yeah, it's rough. All right, we're one tick from our profit target.
Order filled.
There we go. I'm so glad that worked out. It was looking pretty rough over here. I was preparing myself for another stop out, but yeah, it looks like this time the EMA did hold. Price wasn't able to break above it, or it broke above it. It couldn't close above it, and this second entry short did end up working out. Oh man, we are dumping now. Okay, looks like we might be going for the overnight lows. Okay, I mean, I'm obviously still bearish. Looks like we are breaking out of this micro channel. I would be inclined to go short again if we can get the setup. Okay, so first entry long, second entry long, failure. I'm gonna go short.
Order submitted. Order filled.
All right, I'm in this trade. I'm in the trade, so I'm not gonna cancel it, but seeing these three bull bars kind of doesn't make me feel good about this. Should have maybe analyzed how fast price was breaking out of the channel. All right, I'm gonna
Order filled.
All right, so second loss of the day. Had some slippage on that. That's annoying. Yeah, I feel like I got faked out by the EMA again. I saw this rejection and yeah, I just took it. I think it was a valid setup. Just didn't play out. Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, I feel like all traders go through it. You know, they hit these long downswings. Sometimes you have very tragic trades, as I've shared in some of my more recent videos of yeah, I don't know. It's like it's so bearish. Then you hop in short, and then that's the start of the reversal, and you get stopped out. It's very frustrating, but it's a part of trading, and everyone kind of deals with it. The worst, honestly, is getting stopped out right before a strong move to hit your target. Because, I mean, it's kind of a confidence booster, but at the same time, it's like, it sucks to lose money when your thesis is correct. But that's something that I'm sure we've all experienced. You know, I don't claim to be a good trader or a profitable one. Learning, I'm struggling. And, you know, hopefully my content is just, you know, kind of relatable. Some of y'all that are also learning and maybe going through some tough trading times. Because, yeah, you know, as a trader, everyone goes through it. The important thing is to stick to your risk rules. And that's something that I talk about in almost all my videos. But that is still the most important thing to do. Is if you set limits for yourself, like, you know, for mine it's 3 losses. As soon as I hit 3 losses, like, I'm done trading. I don't care what price looks like. I don't care how that third loss happened. Sometimes it happens in a very frustrating way, and it's hard. It's hard to stop trading if your third loss is like a stop out and then price moves without you. But that's where the training comes in, right? That's how you train your discipline, by stopping trading when it's the hardest to stop. And I think in that respect, this downswing has been a lot of training. It's been a lot of psychological training. It's been a lot of training my discipline. And yeah, I think in the long term, this training will pay off. Like, I am at a point now where I think I can trade any strategy and be able to stop after hitting my risk rules, you know? Like, the actual strategy, the technical aspect of it is, I think, the easy part. Eventually, I will find one that works, or I will tweak it to the point where my technical strategy will work, or I will just develop my intuition more to a point where I will be winning more trades. And when I get there, I'll know that psychologically I will be at a much better place because of all this training and practicing stopping when I have to stop and following my risk rules. This is my, let's see, I started trading futures in March 2021. I guess it's been like almost a year and a half of trading futures. My first year, lost a lot of money. This year, actually, currently I'm going through a downswing. But if you consider the previous account I was trading in terms of profit and loss on one account, right now I'm copying, so obviously these losses are multiplied. But if you consider just one account, all the profit and loss, I'm actually around break even, which is, yeah, it's a step in the right direction from being like super unprofitable and losing money my first year. Yeah, and something that I also need to continue doing is I need to get through more of the Brooks trading course. his material is so dense, and I'm starting from the beginning of it. I've gone through a lot of it, but there's just so much left. And so yeah, I feel like the more I learn about price action and maybe different price action setups, the more I can incorporate into my trading. But yeah, watching Nutty Bar's content, I was like, dang, this guy's showing everything. That kind of like made me want to do the same. And it's ironic because now I'm showing everything, and all of a sudden this downswing has hit. I don't think I've ever had that many red days in a row. I've never had more than like maybe 5 or 6 accounts at a time. And so this is the first time where I'm actually like, you know, I was working towards 20 PAs. Maybe just having all these extra accounts, having them in the copier, I wonder if like subconsciously that kind of just affects how I'm identifying trades. Maybe it's making me hesitate more, or like, I don't think it is. It doesn't feel like it has, but these results currently, since starting the strategy and since showing all my accounts, has been a little surprising, because I don't think I've just lost this much up until this point when I decided to do this. But you know, this is what transparency is like. Again, I think it's easier to be transparent when I'm not selling a course, when I'm not trying to convince everyone that I am a profitable trader or I am a good trader. So there's just less pressure. Like, I'm okay with showing my losses. It doesn't feel great, obviously, but you know, it's like I'm not claiming to be a good trader, so I don't feel as bad showing losses. Honestly, having the copier, you also expose yourself to technical issues related to the copier. Like if a trade doesn't copy correctly, or you forget to add something to the copier, or something's accidentally added to the copier that shouldn't be, it's just one more thing that can go wrong, you know? And I think maybe that can also be a distraction from your actual trading. I mean, trading's hard enough as it is without all these other things to worry about. And so yeah, maybe that's why the copier kind of does make trading a little harder. Wow, we're in a very tight bull channel right now. We're just going straight up. So this is kind of like an ICT profit target, where anytime you have relative equal highs, you know that there are probably a lot of buy stop orders sitting above here. So people who sell anywhere down, you know, this bear trend, their stop orders are most likely somewhere above these highs. Like if the market wants to move down, it would want to move up first, grab these sell stops up here before moving down again. Okay, this is a counter trend breakout. Like I said before, price could be targeting these levels up here where the buy stops are. So if I can get a chance to go long, I will. Okay, so this is the first entry long. Ideally, we kind of like come down again, bounce off the EMA, and I will go for a long scalp. Honestly, as long as you follow your trade plan and stick to your rules, no matter what your P&L is, that is still a win of some sorts. Ideally, you follow your rules and you also have a green day, but following your rules, even with the red day, I think is still considered a win. So right now I'm zooming out. Just want to look at what the overall price structure looks like. Okay, so here is the high of the day. Low, lower high, lower low. This is like a lower high, lower low, higher high. This could be a higher low. Maybe we could be reversing back up. This is also in the golden pocket retracement levels. Okay, so this is actually a higher low from here. And we're actually in higher highs and higher lows right now. And so I'm actually looking for a long scalp. I'm more bullish than bearish, despite this crazy bear channel, because we failed to make new lows here. If I can get a long setup, I'm gonna scalp long. That's if we can hold this higher low here. Something that's been also helpful from watching Al Brooks is just determining between major and minor lows. So this is a major low, this is a major low. And over here, we kind of have these like little minor lows that technically this is a low, but you know, we don't need to really consider that for like determining bias, because it's like a minor low. So I'm seeing high, low, higher high, higher low. So I have a long bias right now, just waiting for my long setup. You don't think I should go long? You might be right, ES Trader. I'm not saying you're wrong, but personally, I do think that we're making higher highs and higher lows still. All right, Timothy. All right, so we got two people who are short biased. I'm long biased. This actually still makes me long biased. We're closing repeatedly above the EMA. Looks like we are going to get our second entry short failure set up.
Order submitted.
All right, looks like I'm going to get filled soon. So now we're just waiting for the second entry short failure entry.
Order filled.
Right, we're in. All right, so going for 17 ticks. Oh man, yeah, that is not a good sign for my long. Wow, okay, I'm getting stopped out. Oh man, I think Timothy and ES Trader, y'all were right. We'll see. I'm not out of the trade yet. I'm still in it, but it's so far it's looking more likely that I'll be stopped out, but we're still in it. Yeah, Ben, this was very bullish to me. Okay, here we go. We're now pushing above. Let's go. Come on. This is making me feel much better about the trade. Things got pretty hairy here. 3 ticks from stopping me out, but looks like bulls are getting control. This is why you always stay in your trades. Actually, I don't want to say that preemptively because this could still reverse on me and stop me out. Yeah, I don't want to jinx anything. Because this is such a strong move, I can actually move my stop below this pivot point. Like, I would consider this pivot point to be a major low. Strong move. We broke the previous high to form new highs. That also moves my profit target a little lower, hopefully a little easier to hit. Ben, move your stop to break even. Yeah, personally, I don't do that because I'm going for a 1-to-1 reward to risk. If I were going for like 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 reward to risk, then as soon as my 1-to-1 targets hit, I can move to break even. Because I'm not going for these huge moves, it's pretty common actually for trades to come back and hit my break-even point before hitting my profit target. I think for swing traders, yeah, who are going for higher reward to risk trades, it makes more sense to move to break even. This is just a personal preference though. This is obviously very choppy right now, you know, not ideal. Obviously you want your trade to just go straight up to hit your target, but that's not how price moves usually.
Order filled.
All right, there we go. Hit the profit target. I'm glad that worked out. We are alive to trade some more. Thanks all. Yeah, again, it got pretty hairy at one point, but you know, just accepting the stop loss and letting it fully play out. I think that's one of my strengths, I guess, and that's something that I do want to continue doing. So I am a cowboy shark for now. I guess I'm kind of like a baby shark because you can see that I'm holding this little squid stuffed animal. So it's kind of like I'm a baby shark. I'm not a full-grown shark yet, but I'm learning, I'm growing, you know? So I think that kind of captures me right now in that I'm still early on in my trading career. I'm still learning, not fully developed yet, I guess. But yeah, the goal is to be a shark in these markets, right? The goal is to be able to be a profitable trader. Actually, for me, especially during this downswing, you know, I've gotten a lot of comments of people, you know, they're coming from a good place, trying to give me tips on how to improve. And you know, I ultimately do appreciate just all the advice and tips I've been getting. But also, like, I do want to say that I'm trying to get better at price action right now, right? And so I think getting comments like, oh, just stop trading price action, like, I don't think that's very productive. It's almost like a higher low confirmation right here. I probably could have entered here. Such a strong looking bull bar. Okay, looks like we did break above this high here. So I think this could be the target right here. 45.8275. I almost want to just mark your order in long right now. Like, look how bullish this is. But I won't. That's impulsive. We need one more push down. We have a first entry short, a second entry short. I'm gonna take the long scalp. If price can get below this bar, I'm gonna put an order in up here. Okay, there we go. All right.
Order submitted.
That's all I needed. This is gonna be small risk. Hopefully I don't get wrecked by this upper trend line. It's not like a really strong trend line.
Order filled.
All right, we're in. I totally feel you on that, Chili Dog. We're far from the EMA, kind of near the upper trend line, but I just see this bullish price action, and I almost want to get long any chance I get. We'll see if it works out for me. All right, I don't like this anymore. All right, I'm getting stopped out here. All right, there it is. All right, Chili Dog. Yeah, you were right on that. That was probably a little too aggressive. I probably could have found a better entry, probably near the EMA, but yeah, I just saw this bullish momentum and I wanted to get some of it. I guess truly playing always in long setups, your stop would have been below here, but yeah, 28 ticks. Yeah, that's just it's a little too much for me. So that is my third loss of the day, and so fortunately I had another red day. Thankfully it was a little smaller than, I guess, the red days that I've been having. Yeah, appreciate that, Chili Dog. We're all just trying to improve day by day and get better at day trading. It feels less lonely knowing that, you know, there are other people that are also working on this, and, you know, there are other people going through the same experiences and the same journey as you are. We streamed for almost 2 hours. You know, ended with a small red day. You know, not ideal, but also could have been a lot worse. So thank you everyone for tuning in. It was a lot of fun. Something that I definitely do want to do more of in the future.